Alright guys, I'm hoping that this video will go as well as I can dream for it to go due to the fact that I don't have a editor at all. It's been a long time since I've done any type of conspiracy video, and this is something a lot of people either are or aren't talking about, and that's why I wanted to kind of try to see what I can do with it. Um, I'm sure that everybody has heard about what happened with the fires in California, and it was burning. There was a moment in history, probably 30 or 40 years ago. I believe there was even one not so far fetched when I was maybe 7, 8 years old. I remember California had some type of fire and it broke out pretty bad, almost as extreme as this one. But there's something very bizarre happening here. If you look at the streets and the video screening that I'm using, actually a few people have talked about something very familiar to this, but I'm gonna kind of try to nip it in the bud a little bit deeper instead of just asking the question, actually giving an answer to it or a theory to it that could very possibly be the truth. Look how clean the streets are. There's no way you can go watch this yourself. This people are explaining this. I'm not the person that came up with how clean the streets are. There's no way that there wouldn't be debris, dust, some type of debris or some type of destruction or discoloring in the roads from such an extreme amount of fire and damage done to the suburbs in California to these specific homes. Um, See, look, like if you look down where the little sign marking is right there, there's nothing dark. There's no damage done to the edges. If you notice, majority of the trees as well are not touched. Very strange. It even goes weirder than that. See, these trees are damaged, right? But look at the roads, untouched. It means that they were simmered, they were burned down to nothing in a planned setting. These buildings, more than likely, they might have not even had people living in them. Another strange thing is you see no debris in the roads, yet you see damaged, burned cars, even cars that have been simmered down to dust. How can the car have ever lit on fire if trees around the housings are not even burning and the roads are not even getting debris? Look at this woman. Where's the dust? Where's the burn marks on the edges of the bricks from how close that fire would have been shooting out if it would have turned the housing into dust? If it's turned into dust, that means that fire would be so much bigger than just where the house itself was. It would be so much more flammable to where there would be debris and black marks all over the sidewalk and roads. This girl, she's like an actress. She's a paid motherfucking actress. She's sitting there like oh my home, oh my god. But no, no. Look at this car. So the bushes are not touched. The bushes are not touched, but the car is fucking gone. The car is destroyed. How did the fire ever reach it? Where's the landscape that got burned to reach the car from lighting on fire? Because what the trick is the debris is so damn strong that it lit the cars on fire, but not leaving marks in the road and not burning the bushes before the car. Look at these cars destroyed, but the trees around it are fine. Now I'm gonna have to move this back so that I can just kind of pause it there since I don't have an editor. So now I can just talk about this for a minute until my recorder goes off. I was kind of trying to speed through that. And help me answer these questions. Help me answer myself. The bushes. Look for yourself. Look. Put your eyes out there. You have cars driving around, exploring the damage. Then you have cars that are completely demolished. They're demolished, but they stand next to a damn bush that isn't touched by fire. The bush and the trees and the grass around the car would have been what would have made the car explode, what would have reached the vehicle. So how are the vehicles simmered to nothing but the green grass that would have to have been in flames to reach the car untouched? My point is that this, no matter what, that is evidence that this was done. This was an inside job. Go look up instruction. Go watch instruction videos. Go talk to someone that does instruction. I know this man from Brazil that he does a lot of instruction. He showed me videos on how we were talking about the Twin Towers once upon a time. The debris. That's how they take buildings down they don't want there. There's always either some kind of metal rotting or rotted wood, burnt wood, black wood. There's always something remaining. It doesn't just disintegrate into dust. It's just extreme house fire. That's all it is. It's going to inflame the same that any house fire is going to. It's going to be, it's going to destroy it and leave black sets of wood and metal beams that were not ever going to come down. But now look at this. It's dust, just like the Twin Towers. It's just dust. But then again, so you say, hey, Cyrus, but that obviously they lit on fire. So why is there? What's the thing about no debris? What's the thing about nothing being in the roads, right? Got you. I'm going to answer that. If they were set up to burn, like from the inside, right? From the inside out, then the roads would be more than likely not touched. The bushes wouldn't be touched because it would burn in such a way for it just to come down into smoke. It'd be a quick burn. I don't believe that anybody lived in these houses. I believe that this was some type of weaponry testing, government testing. That would be the theory. And if that's not the truth to it, then what? Then what happened? That is the question. And I bet right now your brain just going, whoa, slow down a little bit. That's the question. If that is not the theory, then what is the theory? So there's only two theories. Donald Trump did an inside job to test weaponry, and thank God there would be buildings that people didn't live in, cars that people didn't own. That's an actress. He has that kind of money. He couldn't use the weaponry, the laser weaponry or whatever, on some other country because we don't want World War III to break out. So he tested it where people weren't going to be harmed. And of course, people do have selfish behaviors, and if anybody was harmed, it would be rich celebrities that obviously would be taken away, not get hurt, but they would lose their stuff and lose their money and everything that they put into that housing they have. But they would go get another house and their life would be fine. But they hate Donald Trump, so the truth is, why wouldn't he do something risky like that? He's a president. He has all power. He's very he can be very dangerous. Doesn't mean he's a terrible president. No, absolutely not. It means that hold on a moment. It means that oh yeah, my food's done, right? Sorry about that, guys. I almost burnt some Japanese shrimp and egg rolls getting too heated in the conversation. So, does that make Donald Trump a terrible president? No. I mean, is it like risky and kind of like obviously he's not a perfect being, a perfect man, because he could risk the possibility of someone getting hurt? And what about animals? Of course, that would make me lose respect if that's the truth. But being in great power comes great responsibility, and great power reaches great measures. Like how is he supposed to test if he can't test? But let's just throw that theory out the window. The only other theory is that there's not a theory. The fact is there is a theory to be exposed. This is about to be a 10-minute long video. That's all I got on my recorder. So thank you guys for viewing, and throw some ideas at me. Cause I'm like fucking. So obrigado for watching, and vas vidania. This is Cyrus the virusTvCc. Howdy, like a virus. All right, guys, be sure to leave a like, and overall, most definitely, leave an opinion on that shit. Peace out, people.
like Miley.